we go around life with this notion of safety, that we are safe. We're in a first world country. We don't have a lot of the drama going on in other countries. We have our firearm to protect us. We're in daylight. We're in a nice neighborhood. We have gated community. All these false narratives that we set up for ourselves and think that it can't happen to us. Well, think about it. I'm sure that there's probably a million different people that thought that certain things couldn't happen to them. Like a young lady gets on a train, thinks that she's just going home from a day at work. There's a man who works as a CEO walking around New York streets and thinks he's just going to have his meeting and go back to his family. There's a young lady who goes for a jog and ends up getting raped and murdered. There's all of these things that happen around the United States, of course, out of the country as well, but even in our local communities, people getting robbed, people getting murdered, people getting disappeared, getting taken, all these things. And I don't laugh to make a joke, I was just using the words. But anyways, just all these things are happening and we are thinking, this can't happen to me. I don't think that it can't happen to me. I'm hopefully prepared enough that should something does happen, that I'm prepared, but I can only be as prepared as I put in the work for it. I recently heard on our podcast of Making Shooters Better at Laser Ammo, Lisa Burgett had put out don't think if something were to happen, we need to think that when it's going to happen. So not like, what if, that's the word, what if, not what if, it's what when. So not what if somebody breaks in my house, but what happens when somebody breaks in my house. We have to put those things and plan for those things, because when it happens, we need to be prepared and not start panicking and thinking, oh crap, this happened to me. Oh, woe is me. What am I going to do now? We need to put it into action. We need to be quick about it because shit happens in an instant. Sure, call the police. Great. And I'm all for our police department. However, by the time they get there, that thing has already happened. Think about all the people that sat on a bus, or it was a train, and took pictures and took videos. You had to wait until that they got to a stop, right? You can't. Nobody did anything. What about people that pass by and are taking videos of things that are happening? This has become an era of violence where it's okay. We have too many criminals getting out and being put back out on the streets, and it is okay. Violence has become normalized, and it shouldn't be. So we need to be more vigilant than we ever have before. So I want you to, every place that you go, including your home, consider when something were to happen in your house in different situations, what would you do? Because I've heard before, and I've said it a few different times, your body won't go where your mind hasn't been. So if you don't constantly think of what you would do in this situation, think your mind, that your body won't follow through to it. So you have to keep these constantly in your mind, in your forethought of what you're going to do. Hope that's been helpful. Share, do all the things, comment. Have a good day and be vigilant, be prepared for when might happen.